Morning students, today we are going to start a new chapter, Sole Trader. Sole trader is one of the business organization or types of business organization. Sole trader, here the word sole itself tells that a trade which is run by a sole person or by an individual. That this sole trader is also called by different names: sole proprietorship, sole ownership, single proprietorship, single ownership. It is called by different names. It is one of the oldest form of business organization. Earlier there used to be one person who is running a business, who is opening a business and running. That was sole trader. Later, with the requirements of financial and different hands, due to the need of the hour, the different forms of or types of business organization took place. But sole trader is one of the forms which was found in ancient time. Even today, it is one of the successful types of trade. Now, what is the definition of sole trader? Sole trader is a person who carries on business exclusively for himself. He manages the business, he finances the business, he controls the business, and he himself is responsible for taking every type of business decision. Different writers have given different definitions, which is given in your book. So you may take the definition of any of the writer for learning. Now, second point what we are going to discuss today is characteristics of sole trader. The very first characteristic is single ownership. Single ownership. It is a type of business which is controlled, managed and financed by one person individually. He is the one who is the only owner of the business. Every shop, every medical shop where only one person is the owner. Any kirana store, you must have seen different shops around you, around your locality, are of sole trader business. Second is one man control. Because this business is owned by and managed by one single one, so it is also controlled by only that person. So here he is the one only who is controlled. He may hire few servants, few workers for working with him, but the ultimate control is of that person only who is the owner of that business. Now, third point, no legal entity. That sole business does not have its separate legal entity. That legal entity is not separate from its owner. No legal identity at all. Only that businessman is all himself responsible for all the legal formalities. The law makes no distinction between the proprietor and the business which he is running. They both exist together. If the owner dies or business becomes insolvent, the business is dissolved and business is and proprietor are one and the same. There is no distinction at all. Fourth, unlimited liability. Unlimited liability. Unlimited liability means that person who is responsible or who is running the business, he is responsible for all the liabilities of any business. if he becomes insolvent, his personal property is responsible for paying off all the debts. In case of assets are not sufficient to meet the debt, the personal property of the proprietor can be attached. So this is why, and that can also be called one of the drawbacks or demerits of this particular type of business. Now fifth, no profit sharing. No profit sharing means he is the one who is enjoying the profit and bearing all the risks. The one who is holding the business, who is running the business, he is the one only who is responsible for every risk and every profit. He has not to share profit with anybody else. He himself is enjoying the profit and he himself has to bear all the risks and losses of the firm. And next is small size. Since this particular business is run by one individual, he has to finance the business, he has to manage the business. So generally or often we can say the sole trader business is not of very big size. It is always of small size because due to insufficient finance or maybe due to insufficient managerial abilities and persons, because only one has to manage everything. So generally or most of the time the sole trader business is of small size. Last is no legal formalities. Last characteristic is no legal formalities. For establishing this business, there are no legal formalities required to start, manage and dissolve the sole trade business. If one has to start a sole trade business, he has not to go for any of the legal formalities. If he wants to manage the business, he can manage at its own, by its own level, at any way he can manage, in any way he can manage the business. And even when he wants to dissolve the business, he has not to take permission from anybody else or from any of the laws. He can dissolve the business himself. So here this topic ends. In our next lecture, we will be discussing about the objectives of sole trade business, merits and their demerits. Then next types of business organization, which is partnership and joint stock company. In our next coming lectures, we will be discussing. Till then, thank you. Goodbye.